Yo, what's going on, family? This is Trayvon Jones Conscious Talk Channel, Trayvon Jones Conscious Talk Channel, where we talk about things in the Black community. But today, I want to talk about male prostitution, being a male prostitute. That's what I want to talk about today, family. Real quick, I'm not going to be on here long, but before I get started, I need you guys to do me a favor. I need you guys to press that subscribe button. I need you to press that thumbs up button. And once you press that subscribe button, I need you to press that little blue bell. So that way you can be notified of future videos whenever I do an upload. But listen, I just want to talk about male prostitution and how rampant it is, and and how it's somewhat subtle in a lot of ways, but it happens, a lot. You know what I'm saying? You know, um, these are people that you would think that are average people, you know what I'm saying? Just everyday people, but they sell themselves. And a lot of times you have male prostitution, and it's disguised as, you know, being a massage therapist, where you give massages, things of that nature. But a lot of times these people are claiming to be massage therapists, but they are really selling sexual favors. You know what I'm saying? I remember, years ago, I was working with this one gentleman, and I was also working with, a female. She was a registered nurse, and I was working with this gentleman, and you know, this registered nurse, she liked me. She had a crush on me, and she was coming on to me and hitting on me, and and I already knew what she was about. But she was a married woman. You know what I'm saying? She was a traveler nurse, and she was a married woman, but she was out, in Los Angeles working, making her money. Um, she wasn't originally from here. You know what I'm saying? But she was out here, basically having a good time. Working and having a good time. But I turned her advances down. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't interested in messing around with no married woman, and I especially knew what she was about. You know what I'm saying? She was trying to buy me shit, and you know what I'm saying. And as long as I'm giving her some good dick, she would have been cool with with just giving me money and buying me shit and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But this one gentleman, that I worked with, he, was like, yo, she hitting on me. I'm gonna go ahead and take the bait. You know what I'm saying? And he did, and they fucked and and did whatever it is that they was gonna do. And before you know it, he was telling me all the stuff that he bought, that she bought for him, and she bought him clothes and gave him money, and helped him pay his car note. And I'm like, damn, is she putting money in your pocket too, just to spend money? I mean, is she taking you out? You know what I'm saying? It was like she'll do whatever I ask her to do, because she was making a whole lot of money, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I mean, and I had to tell him, I'm like, yo, dude, what you're doing is prostitution. But it just wasn't looked at in that manner. You know what I mean? I saw it for what it was. You know what I'm saying? It's total prostitution. You know what I'm saying? But of course, he didn't look at it in that manner. When we think of prostitution, we think of someone standing out on the corner, you know what I'm saying, just selling their body, you know what I mean, getting picked up, you know what I mean, by, random people, and, things of this nature. But the reality is, prostitution comes in all types of ways and type of forms. You know, I mean, prostitution could be, where you're meeting people at the bar, you know what I mean, you getting drunk, dudes at the bar, you know what I'm saying, picking them up, you know what I'm saying, or you getting, I had a roommate, um, and she was El Salvadorian. She was real cool, you know what I'm saying, but she didn't have a regular job, you know what I'm saying. But and her English wasn't all that great. I don't know how we communicated with each other, but we did. She was hella fucking cool, you know what I'm saying, and I wonder where she is now. You know, I think about her a lot. I wonder where she is, and I wonder if she's okay. You know, uh, but that's a whole nother situation. While we stopped being roommates, I mean, some her husband came back from where he was from, and it was just a mess. That's a whole different situation. But make a long story short, you know, my ex-roommate, she did not have a regular job. You know, she didn't really speak English that well, and she would always go to bars. You know, that was her spot. Every night she would go to different bars. You know, she would take days off, you know, nights off every once in a while. But for the most part, that was her regular routine. And I would ask her, like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? At these bars, you know what I mean? Whatever. But she flat out told me, you know, I'm looking for men. You know what I mean? Drunk Mexican men. You know what I'm saying? And that's what she flat out told me. You know what I'm saying? I was like, wow, that's like really, really hilarious. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, you just out here just prostituting yourself. And I had no idea, you guys. I had no idea that my roommate was doing that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I didn't lose any respect for her. You know what I mean? We were still cool and you know all that good stuff. But it was just like, wow. You know what I mean? I was wondering where she was getting her money from, but she flat out told me. You know what I mean? You know, I get it from men. You know, and you know, I mean, she never brought men home. You know, to my knowledge, and if she did bring men home, it wasn't when I was home. You know, it was when I was working. You know what I'm saying? You know, but she, you know, like I said, she was respectful, you know, and but she, you know, you know, she was prostitute. You know what I'm saying? I was like, wow, you know, that's crazy. You know what I mean? So that's another form, you know. So you have all type of forms. You have, you know, online dating. You know what I'm saying? You could be online and you could, you know, meet people, you know, and you can solicit yourself in that manner. You know what I mean? To you know, be a you know, escort, you know, a male prostitute, you know. I'm not one of those type of people that judge. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a judge. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I mean? I don't judge people how they make their money. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I mean? It's obviously people that are out there, you know, wanting it, wanting the service. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a business for it. So my thing is, you know, who am I to tell someone what they should do with their body? You know what I mean? You know, uh, that's not my call. You know what I mean? That's not for me to do. You know what I mean? But you know, all I ask is that you just be careful and be protect yourself and make sure that you protect those people that you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Protect yourself and the others. You know what I mean? Wear protection. Do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? But but it's obviously a need for it. People want this service. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. You know, I remember when I was younger, I was walking down the street and this van pulled up, at the gas station. I was walking, into the gas station. I was going through the gas station. You know what I'm saying? I was walking, and this van pulled up. You know what I'm saying? And they just got out the car. And this dude came out. He was like, "Yo, you wanna do pornos?" I was like, "No, I'm good." He was like, "You can fuck hot girls." You know what I'm saying? You can do. You can do. Have fun. You can make some money. And I was like, "Wow." No, and I've been offered, believe it or not, to do that several times. You know what I'm saying? To do pornos and shit like that. And I'm like, no, I'm good. I just work a regular job. But we have to understand where it's a fine line between prostitution. You know what I mean? Because if you're accepting money for sex, that's prostitution. You know what I mean? So even if you're not on the corner actually selling sex, you know what I mean? The typical way. If you're accepting money, you know what I'm saying? Or someone to pay your bill or whatever the situation is. That's you a prostitute. I just hate to tell you that. So fellas, if you've been in a position where somebody didn't gave you some money for sex. You know what I'm saying? Or if they didn't pay the bill for you because you dicking them down. You know what I'm saying? Well, I hate to break it to you. But that's prostitution, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So men can be prostitutes as well. You know what I'm saying? It's not just women. When we think prostitution, we just automatically think women. You know what I'm saying? And it's just not. That's not the case. Men are prostitutes too. You know. Uh, you know, my thing is, it just, when you get older, you get to a point where it's like, all right, well, when do you decide that you want to settle down? And even if you do, you know, just want to, you know, just, you know, uh, be, you know, in the world, and you don't want to settle down and you don't want to get married, you know, shouldn't it get to a point where you like, all right, well, look, even if I don't want to get married, you know, I still got to have, you know, a regular, somebody that I just deal with exclusively. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't have to be screwing everybody. You know, this is the person that, you know, we get down. You know what I'm saying? When we hook up, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? You know, we don't have to be, quote unquote, in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, but my thing is, it just gets to a point where it's like, you know, it's like, all right, to me, that's beneficial. You know what I mean? Because, you know, just meeting random people and screwing random people, that doesn't work for me. You know what I'm saying? That has never worked for me, and that's just something that I'm just not interested in. You know what I'm saying? Family, that's just something that is just, you know, crazy. But we've all been guilty of accepting money, you know, and giving sex. You know, we've all been guilty of that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we just need to start defining what prostitution is and just accepting it for what it is. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't encourage it. You know what I mean? We can do better than that, family. But it is what it is. But like I said, I'm not going to be on here long. You know, I just wanted to just do a little rant. But I need you guys to like, share, and subscribe, because whenever you subscribe to my channel, that helps me out and I get excited. I love when I get subscriptions. So subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Press that thumbs up, because the more thumbs up, the better. You know what I'm saying? That attracts other people to my station when you press the thumbs up button. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe, family. And I love you. And I will see you all on the next video. Peace out. Peace and love.